The US has gotten so ridiculously expensive. There's no way that I could afford to live there. If I lived there, I would be living in my car. I'm not going to live in my car. I'm going to move to Georgia. Here, most people are fairly honest. They're quite nice. So I will have a very comfortable life here. And I won't have to work. All I'll have to do is go down to the beach every day and watch the waves. And here there is freedom.
In one of those flats lives a person whom I helped to retire in Georgia. People are more and more interested in retiring in Georgia. I have helped few US and EU citizens already to retire, and here is reasons why. First reason, I think they want to retire in Georgia because look how sunny, beautiful this place is. Look also how cheaper it is rather than US and the European Union. With their pension, they can have decent living here rather than in their countries. And third reason why they pick Georgia is safety. It's super safe here. Any time of the day, even at night, you can feel that it's very safe here.
Is it safer in Georgia, do you think?
Much safer in Georgia.
No, unfortunately, Georgia does not have special visa for retirement purposes, but citizens of many countries, including the EU and the US, can live in Georgia for 1 year without visa and then leave country for a few minutes, come back and have another 1 year residency here. And let me tell you, we are here now in Batumi, and the border from here is 10 kilometers away, border to Turkey. What my clients do, they just cross the border for 5 minutes. You can buy some cheaper things on the border, come back, and then have 1 year more stay here in Georgia. That's what they do. And what I try to do for them to build community of the people of my clients who retired in Georgia so they can communicate with each other and have better social life here in Georgia.
I have already been in Batumi for almost 2.5 years.
I want to know, how did you find out about Batumi in the first place, and then about your experience, whole experience?
I didn't visit Batumi, but I did visit Tbilisi in 2018. And so I just kind of eeny, meeny, miny, mo, picked one at random and came up with Georgia. So I said, I'm going on an adventure. And so I went on an adventure. And I came to Georgia. The food was fantastic. The
Yeah.
wine was exquisite. And I really liked the cha-cha too. So it's like, hey, I like this. The people were wonderful, very friendly. And so I went to Kozbeki. I went to Kaheti on a wine tour. You know, I did some touristy things. I explored part of Tbilisi and saw some of those things, and that was very nice. So I said, well, when I retire, I will move to Georgia because it was also very inexpensive compared to the US. Oh man, it was. So, so I started getting rid of everything I owned, and 10 months later, I moved here.
What about getting visa in Georgia?
It's as simple as can be. You show them your passport, because it's an American passport, you're good for 360 days as a tourist. And then all you have to do is, because I'm here in Batumi, Turkey is only
Yeah, 10 kilometers
16
away.
kilometers away. So I go down to the border, I cross, get my passport stamped, I come back immediately, get my passport, I'm good for another 360
And what about
days. So
living in Georgia? Can you compare maybe the US and living in the US and living in Georgia?
okay,
And eventually,
well,
why
yeah,
Georgia and not US for retirement, maybe?
the US has gotten so ridiculously expensive, there's no way that I could afford to live there. The price of food is through the roof. Um, gas, fuel, everything. If I lived there, I would be living in my car.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna live in my car. I'm gonna move to Georgia. I mean,
I
I
think
might
I
be
think you
crazy,
have
but I ain't dumb.
I think you can have a decent life in Georgia with your US pension. It's not
Yeah,
ex
oh yeah. Yeah, once I get that, I will have a very comfortable life here. And I won't have to work. All I'll have to do is go down to the beach every day and watch the waves and too.
What about like people here and the expat community here, things like that? Are you satisfied
And
with your social life?
I know quite a few of the expats in town, because them I can communicate with. The the people in general are nice, but friendly and generous. Like every once in a while, just like in every crowd, you run into someone who isn't gonna be nice. Like that woman that
Yeah,
took all that money from me. Um, you know, there's good people and there's bad people no matter where you go in the world. So,
sure.
but
Yeah.
here most people are fairly honest and um, they're quite nice. So I belong to a religious organization and that helps. I am part of an English speaking club where we invite non-native English speakers
Yeah, I think I
to,
have seen those.
that helps.
People here in Georgia think that quality of life in the US is so much better than in Georgia. What do you think about that?
No, I would disagree. Here there is freedom. In the US, I have watched the freedoms get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Soon it will be Russia.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm dead. Everybody's, oh no, that can't be. No, that is the way it is. It is getting worse and worse and worse. And everything, there's taxes on everything. And it's like I say, it's expensive to begin with, and then they want taxes in addition to that. And it's like, you know, um, and another thing that the U.S. has now, everything, it is so violent. I was in a small village where I lived before I moved here. And it used to be, oh, there's no problem. You don't have to worry about, leaving your car or doing this. Now, all you see on the town Facebook page, my car got stolen, my trailer
Oh,
got stolen, things got stolen from here. There was a shooting, and this is a town of 25,000 people. It is a small town. It's just so sad.
yeah, I agree with
And it's the same all over the country. It's not just there, it's everywhere.
that.
And the police are like, well, we can't help. You know,
Is it safer in Georgia, do you think?
much safer in Georgia.
Hmm.
Much safer.